Hello everybody and welcome back to Sunshine Islands. It is fall day 14 and I have a few updates that I thought I should include in their own video because the next time I'll be doing a video will be on the 16th day of fall when we take part in the dog festival. I've gone ahead and done my chores for the day. I've watered all of my crops. I got a new fresh batch of yams today, which has been fantastic. Took care of all the animals. But I have done some upgrading off screen on my own. So I paid for Gannon to put in another feeder into our coop so we can have one more chicken. And I did the same for the barn. So I decided to just do that off screen because it's not really noteworthy, but what is noteworthy is getting new animals, of course, which I'm very, very excited for. Because it has actually been quite a considerable amount of time since we got new animals on our farm. I think it's been almost a year. It's weird to think that our last animals were purchased in the wintertime. So yeah, we're definitely very, very long overdue for some new animals on the farm. Before we go to Mirabelle's, however, one more minor thing that I should mention is I got a sunstone from Nick, the owner of the diner, the other day for getting 40 recipes unlocked through the diner. So we now have 13 sunstones in total. I still have to get the, I guess what you would call friendship sunstone from him. It's still weird to me that the cafe and the diner owners even have a friendship sunstone. So I will kind of keep buying things from him and talking to him and giving him more food to turn into recipes as well. So let's go over to Mirabelle's and let's look at what options we have for animals. So for our chicken, we only have one option because we are still missing the second breed of chicken that is available in this game. So a chicken is very, very cheap. Very easy to look after, and I'm probably going to get some more chickens sooner than later as well. And there are so many Final Fantasy names to pick, but there's some restrictions because we only have so many characters that we can pick. But I decided that I would go with Lulu for our next chicken. I don't think we have any Final Fantasy X character names yet, so our new chicken is going to be named Lulu. And then we have a lot of different options in terms of what we want to put in our barn. We have both breeds of cows unlocked and we have both breeds of sheep unlocked as well. Obviously the more rare, kind of more exotic breed of both animals are a lot more expensive. And at this point in the game, because I have so much money, spending the money on the more expensive animals would be totally fine. But it would also be totally fine to get just the standard sheep or the standard cow. So I'm sort of torn on what it is that I want to do. On one hand, the cow is cheaper and I would get product from it every single day. On the other hand, the Jersey cow is a little bit more expensive, but it will give me a new type of milk that will be an entirely new product that I've never seen before. And I would have to wait a few days for that as well, of course. And it's the same thing with the sheep. I can get another sheep, I can get a ball of wool every 3 days, and everything could just go on as normal and be great. Or if I wanted to, I could get a Suffolk sheep, I could get a new type of wool, get a little bit more money for it, but I'd have to be patient and wait 5 days for the Suffolk sheep to grow its wool back. So I think just in the general interest of doing something new, I'm gonna go with the Jersey cow. Just to see something a little bit different. It's gonna give us a different type of milk. And variety is the spice of life. So we are going to name this cow Sid. My boy Sid. Perfect. All right. So that'll be all. I've got plenty of food for all of my animals as well as my pets. And then my last stop today is Chen's shop. So I need to buy some spinach seeds because my spinach came in yesterday and I haven't replanted it. So I'm going to do that before I forget. But the main thing that I wanted to show off today is that Chen has a new item in his store, and it completely slipped my mind to go through his inventory and check it. I try to do that periodically just to see if there's anything new that's appeared. And when I did that the other day, I noticed that the teleport stone was available. And to my knowledge, the teleport stone becomes available as soon as you have $100,000 or more when you walk into Chen's store, which is how much the stone costs exactly. If you walk into the store with less than that, then it automatically is omitted from his inventory. So no special requirements to unlock this. You just kind of have to have enough of a farm, and you kind of have to have enough resources to be able to make $100,000 comfortably. So at this point, the teleport stone for me is sort of just a luxury. I do find it to be very, very useful, but I have a lot of upgrading to do. And I think by the time I'm done a majority of my upgrading, I probably won't need the teleport stone anymore. But I will probably still purchase it just to kind of demonstrate how it works, because this is essentially the game's fast travel system. The other option that we have, and I have not actually personally used these in any time I've been playing this game, is you can get Charlie to make you the turbo shoes, which will increase your movement speed. But like I said, I cannot vouch for that because I have not had them made, but I think it's probably something I'm gonna do in this playthrough just to sort of see what they're like. So with the turbo shoes, you get faster movement speed, and with the teleport stone, you can obviously teleport anywhere that you want. So you can imagine when you get a large farm and you have every single island unlocked, as I do now, and you're wanting to run your farm, you're wanting to socialize, you're wanting to track down certain people, you know, you want to go to Mushroom Islands, you want to do all of these things. It can be really, really hard to do that in one day, especially if you're just kind of running around. I know for me personally, I have been choosing to skip the Mystic Islands. I'll probably drop in on the Mystic Islands every second or third day, just so I don't ruin my friendship with the villagers. But I don't have time for it. I just don't have the time to go over there every single day, especially if I've been farming all day and I've run around on every other island talking to villagers and foraging and all these other things. So with the teleport stone, you can get to anywhere instantly. So you just have to equip it to one of your slots. It has to be used outdoors, so I'd have to go outside. I would wave it around in the air out here, and from here I could go to any island I wanted to. I find it particularly useful for going from, say, Mushroom Island or Mystic Islands, or one of those farther away islands, to this island I'm standing on right now, Sprout Island. Because Sprout Island has a lot of villagers to talk to, which is nice. It has Ganon's shop, but a lot of the time too, this is another island that I tend to sometimes skip entirely. So the teleport stone is nice because it allows you to warp around, not have to use the boat, and you can use your time a little bit more wisely. The other thing that I can do if I want to just demonstrate how to use it is I would probably buy it and then use it and then reload my game or something like that. That's definitely something that I can do just to show you how it works, but it's very, very self-explanatory. So that's an option for us. I have used it in the past. I used it when I played this game for the first time, and it can be a real time saver, assuming that you have the money to afford it. And while we're here on Animal Island, I honestly cannot remember if I mentioned this already or not, but we can ask the badgers for help now. I've given them enough food that they're willing to help me out, and they will search for herbs. I don't find the badgers to be particularly helpful, so I haven't used them. I'd rather use the ducks. But it is nice to know that our giving of food is actually working out in our favor and is actually helping us out. I'm still going in and putting monkey food down every few days in hopes that one day I can hire the monkeys. So once again, today is a day I'm gonna probably just skip the Mystic Islands. I still have plenty of time in the day. It's not like I couldn't go there, but right now my priority is to get back to the house. I want to have a peek in on the new animals that we just got. And I actually still have to go and water my trees. I completely forgot about my trees. So I'll have to do that today, and then, you know, sometimes I'm back at the house and I haven't gone to the Mystic Islands, but then I'm like, I don't really want to leave the farm and take the boat. It's kind of getting to the point in this game where if something is just too far out of my way, I don't bother. I'm getting real lazy, so it hasn't had any negative repercussions yet. I haven't had any of the Mystic Island villagers ignore me. It hasn't seemed to affect my friendship levels at all, so I don't sweat it too much. I'm also gonna have to put this poisonous mushroom away because I need a slot empty to be able to pick up and interact with my animals. So remember, of course, when you get a new animal, they're going to be put into the barn or the coop by default. So obviously our chicken is here now. We can bring it outside to be with the other chickens. And it's really nice that we have a fully grown chicken, because this means that I will start getting eggs as of tomorrow already. I don't have to wait for the chicken to grow up. And because it's an adult, I can also put it outside. If it was a baby, I wouldn't be able to do that. Now the Jersey cow, on the other hand, is a baby. Look how small it is. Oh my goodness, it's adorable. And so it's vulnerable and it's young, and we have to keep it indoors. So it's gonna be a while before we can get any product from our brand new Jersey cow. It's going to take about half a season for it to grow up, and in the meantime we're going to have to keep it in the barn. I will of course brush it every day, I'll talk to it, I'll feed it, and hopefully by the time it grows up, it'll maybe have a heart or two of friendship, and we can start getting some milk from it when it reaches adulthood. I didn't think to go and see Ganon today. This video, I feel, is just kind of all over the place. I had so many things to kind of explain all at once. I was gonna go and ask him to put in some more feeders for me. I would like to fill the barn up completely, so I would like to have one more feed box here in the barn. And then I would like to also put another feed box or two in the coop as well. So maybe that's something I'll do off screen. I'll do that on the next 2 days I have to play, and then when it comes time for our dog festival, we can maybe purchase some animals at the end of the festival. So that was all that I had to cover. Just wanting to give a reminder to everybody to keep an eye out either in the description of this video or in a pinned comment below. I will be posting the link to the Bachelorette poll that I am running all through the fall season, so you can vote for your favorite Bachelorette, the person that you want me to marry. I'm really interested to see how everybody is feeling and what girl I will end up marrying, hopefully by the end of this year. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.